Hi everyone. Welcome to my presentation about my poetry paper. So first I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, I guess. Yep. So about my paper, it's basically about the poetry collection called The Goddess, written by Guo Moruo. So I will basically include several parts like the background information and the analysis of the poetry and the conclusion and references. So first, I give a very brief introduction about the poet Guo Moruo, who is a modern Chinese poet, and he published The Goddess Songs and Poems in 1921. And this collection focuses on the aspirations and longings of the generation of Chinese people and is considered to be one of the first thought experiments of the new literature movement. It has become a significant book of modern Chinese literature since its publication. And as Schwartz said, the movement not only brought cultural or social change, but also brought a generation shift. So Guo Moruo embedded his revolutionary voice and which addresses all Chinese people and reminds them of the events of 1990. Okay, so I basically analysis of the Heavenly Dog and the Regeneration of Goddesses is two poems from the collection. Although the collection highlights the problems and traumas uh, of the modern age, but it's not pessimistic in tone. So the poem often talk about hope and even use images of the sun and phoenix to portray the sentiment. So it's a collection of poems, and I think these two poems are really like representative. And in the poet Heavenly Hunt, although at first Guo Moruo uses the symbol of or figure of the hound as somewhat negative, who like swallows the sun, the moon, and the entire universe and bring darkness into the world. But he makes the hound reemerge as the light of all the universe. And he further appreciates the lights and energy of the heavenly hound for itself, sacrificing qualities and its ability to rebel against the higher power and emerge victorious. Through this poetry, although Guo Moruo talks about destruction, but he's actually focusing on the idea and importance of revolution, which seeming destroys everything, but only like to create a better society. And in another poem, The Regeneration of Goddesses, there has three sentences that's very interesting. I'm going to create some new light. I'm going to create some new words, and I'm going to create a fresh song. Actually focuses on the revival of three goddesses, and through which a new society and a new world is created. So he managed to incorporate multiple ideas and symbolism in his collections that focuses on the revolution and modern poetry. And one of the story in the poem named the goddess mending the sky. So this originated from Huainanzi. The explanation of the thought that was there, the concept of Huainanzi inspired the development and concept of rebirth. Also is the other way to explain the meaning of revolution. Excuse me. And along with this, so his poems also reflect the influence of Tagore and Zhuangzi. integrated the theme of freedom and liberation of the spirit. So his poems included many nature imageries, and such as the sun, the moon, birds, and many others, which further shows the influence of these philosophers on his poems. And for a conclusion, I think this collection experiments with the revolution of sentiment in Chinese poetry, where the collection teaches people about the appropriate sensibilities, which can be explored. And my essay discussed Guo Moruo's life and like mainly reviewed and discussed three poems from the collection and emphasized their importance and analyzed them from a broader perspective. So and this is my references. And you can contact me if you have any questions. And thank you for listening. Thank you.